You see at least one.
Love this running course, actually. It's a cross-country training course, so it rises and falls. It's just on the, I mean, why not have four lanes of running track? Great distance athletes, of course. Africa have provided us with Ethiopia and Kenya, of course, foremost in our thoughts in that regard. The West African nations of Morocco and Algeria also producing great distance runners, and some indeed have been brilliant at marathons as well, as you well know. But yeah, so have a running track that has rises and falls and 4 lanes as well. Why not? I think it's just such a great idea. Playing with the idea of getting off up the road is Ireland. They have Eddie Dunbar, they've got Ryan Mullen, Darren Rafferty, Rory Townsend. These are very familiar names to us. But Ben Healy, we often refer to him as the Terrier. He is somebody that turns himself inside out on a breakaway and occasionally delivers. Could he be a big outside pick for us today, Ben Healy?
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Going on performances recently, coming into this race, I was covering the Tour of Luxembourg, and I think he showed there that he's got the capabilities. That was his first race after riding well in the Tour de France this year, getting the yellow jersey and winning the stage. So for me, he has to go from distance. We saw that in the Paris Olympics last year. He went from distance and had them chase hard behind. Okay, it didn't work out for him from the end, but definitely for Ireland, they've done it in the past. Possibly with Ben Healy, I think that as a principle they could feature definitely in this race today.
Did he bring his own Irish breakfast tea? I imagine he probably did, and some of it may well have come from Rwanda. There's multitudinous tea farms here. They were established back in 1952, and I believe it was Germans who indeed brought the tea plants to what was deemed to be, because of the volcanic soil, a near perfect growing environment. I mean, don't get offended by that at all. The Brits did exactly the same by taking Chinese tea plants and moving them to India. So why not take Indian tea plants and move them to Africa? It's the spreading of tea, and we love a cup of tea. And a biscuit, please, that would be nice. Meanwhile, they have coffee here as well. Neither of those drinks appeal to Brian Smith. He likes water, especially on days like today.
No, I'd like a black tea and honey. That's my go-to drink, yeah.
Oh.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Every day.
Look at you. I'm finding out more about you every single day. Don't need to be so grumpy about it. But anyway, just under 230 kilometres. I don't know where that high pitch came from. I'll watch that. Ireland, a mustering, and there is Ben Healy in wheel 2, and the attrition rate goes on. Ibrahim Jallo has indeed abandoned. He's in good company. Julien Alaphilippe likewise, but I haven't seen Alaphilippe off the bike yet, but he was about to call it a day. A few others as well. Ahmed Orkin, the attrition rate will be high. We lost around half, possibly a little bit more of the women's roster yesterday. It happens, and if you get tailed off, you are in danger of being overtaken on the circuits, and as a result you get gated. There might be a little bit less of that because we will leave the circuit itself for our big loop. And that big loop, is it loopy, Brian? It feels that way. We do 150 kilometres of racing, 156 actually. And then all of a sudden we take on Mount Kigali. It seems unkind. I mean,
yeah,
it's
the only race here that is actually going off this course. Of course, yesterday it was announced Montreal we knew that anyway.